5 great tips to be more professional at work. Why would you want to be more professional at work? You get treated with more respect. You can be perceived as being better at your job, and it will help you with your career. The first tip is the dress code. Stick to your company's dress code, whatever it may be. The dress code for your company could be a suit and tie, it could be collared shirt and pants, or polo and jeans, for example. Whatever it is, you should stick to the dress code. This will make you look more professional. The second tip is punctuality to meetings. Punctuality just means arriving on time to the meetings. Now, this doesn't mean a few minutes late. You should be arriving exactly on time or even a few minutes before. The reason why this is a good professional tip is because it shows you care about the topic of the meeting and that you respect the other attendees. The third tip, arrive early and leave late. The usual workday begins at 9 a.m. and ends at 5 p.m. This will obviously depend on your role. Some support roles and roles working to support other international companies or different roles can actually have hours outside of this time frame. But the general tip behind this is to arrive early and leave late. So you should preferably arrive before the start time and leave after the finish time. A few extra minutes or even 10 to 15 minutes makes all the difference in the perception that others have of you. So if your day starts at 9 a.m, you shouldn't be walking into the office at 10 or 15 past 9. Ideally, you'd be there before 9, maybe even 10 minutes before. And same with finishing your day. You shouldn't be leaving right on 5 o'clock on the dot because it seems like that you've just been sitting there waiting for the clock to tick over to 5. So you should be leaving after 5, say 10 past at the earliest. Tip number 4, professional attitude and conversation. The conversations that you have with your co-workers do actually matter. You shouldn't be unprofessional in conversations, which means no stories about how you got drunk on the weekend. The professional attitude is helpful. It actually perceives you being more professional and better at your job, and it also defines how you act and respond to other events. Now, this can actually vary depending on how big your company is and how close you are with the people that you work with. So you have to use your best judgment to work out what kind of things you can tell them. And number 5, split personal and work time. I'd suggest not making personal calls on work time. You should leave those for your lunch break. And when you do make these calls or run these errands, then you should step away from your desk. The reason I think you should step away from your desk is because it actually splits your personal and your work time, and it doesn't look like that you're wasting work time. Even though you are at your desk, or even if you're on your lunch break, it's still better to step away from the desk. You should keep errands and personal tasks away from work time and tasks because this is how it's perceived. You can visit completeitprofessional.com for more IT career tips and advice.